everybody, Barbara Jennings with the Virginia Real Estate Group here in the Fredericksburg area. And if this is your first time to our channel and you want to learn everything about eating and sleeping and working and playing and finding the perfect place for you, tap that subscribe button. Click the little bell so you get notified every single time that we put out a new video. You know, we're helping people move and relocate to the Fredericksburg area every single day, and we absolutely love it. You know, if you're thinking about moving to the Fredericksburg area, the greater Fredericksburg area, Stafford, Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, King George, Caroline County, Northern Virginia area, Orange County, Ruther Glen, or Caroline County, any of those areas, make sure that you give us a call or shoot us a text or even send those pigeon carriers, email, however you want to get in touch with us. And we're working days, nights, and weekends, and we've got your back when moving to Fredericksburg, Virginia. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 10, yes, I said 10 pros and cons of living in Stafford, Virginia. So if that's what you want to hear about, stay tuned. And remember, number 10, you'll want to stay to the end because number 10 is going to be exactly what you need. So stay tuned, and we're going to get right after it right now. So, you're wondering, what are the pros and cons of living in Stafford County? Well, Doug and I are here, and we're going to start with con number 1. You know, I want to tell you a little story because one time I actually drove to Stafford thinking that I was going to go shopping at the mall. Well, I was driving around and I just didn't find a mall. Little did I know, the big mall was about 15 minutes south of Stafford. So, that was a con for me. There wasn't a quick access to that big shopping mall that I was used to. So for me, that was a con. Some people might say, I don't like shopping, so it's okay. So Doug's going to start with
the pros.
All right.
All right. Now I have 10, right? So you got to hang around for the last one, number 10, because it's the biggie. Ooh. So, you know, living in Stafford County for 40 years, I know a thing or two. So hang in there. And let me share with you. Number 1 is affordability versus Northern Virginia. And that's north, right?
That is.
So Northern Virginia, 50 miles north of us. Home prices up there are typically 10 to 20% more than this home you here in Stafford County. So the affordability of what you can get, square footage, dollar for dollar, is awesome. So number 1, affordability.
That's a great one, Doug. And that leads me into con number 2.
What would that be?
Con number 2 actually is transportation. So if you're thinking about moving to the Stafford area and you don't have a car, or you thought that there would be transit around, there is not. You need a car. It's not a walkable, it's not like one of those real big cities and stuff. But if you're working in like DC or Northern Virginia, there's plenty of VRE transportation and stuff. So you kind of could take that con and make it a pro. So transportation, if you're living in Stafford, you don't want to be around the big hustle and bustle little areas. You want to have a little bit more land, but you still want access to get to work and not have to drive. There's several different options. Like I said, many different VRE, which is the Virginia Rail Express, that's in Stafford County. So for me, I like to have my own car and drive around, but anyway, that's just my personal.
Number 2, she stole my commuter rail. My commuter rail. I helped bring that to Stafford County. That's how long I've been here. Over 40 years selling real estate. Anyway, let's talk about taxes. Taxes here versus, again, Northern Virginia, up north. Why do we say that? Because the tax base here, compared to Northern Virginia, 50 miles north or even 30 miles north, is much lower. and a great tax base, and we do have the facilities to support that and so forth. So, Stafford County taxes, really cool.
All right. Pro number 2 with taxes, that's 2 thumbs up. So we're getting we're getting right after it, and we're rolling down this list, and we're at con number 3. And I don't know about you guys, but me and the hubby, we like to go watch a movie, and we don't really want to drive too far. But in Stafford County, we did not find a movie theater. We had to drive to Fredericksburg, but I can tell you, Fredericksburg's only about a 15-20 minute drive, and they have an awesome movie theater there. So if you're living in Stafford County, I would consider that a con, because you just can't jump down and be there in 10 minutes. You got a little bit further drive to actually get to the movie theater.
So number 3, we have parks and recreation. So big supporter here. The county loves our parks and recreation to provide recreation for families and entertainment areas not entertainment, but I'm talking about places to go and soccer fields, baseball fields, recreation, reservoirs where you can have family get-togethers on the park and so forth. So parks is a biggie here, and we enjoy them, and they are awesome to come and see and visit. So number 3 is parks.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of Doug's pro, and I'm going to say the number 4 con is there's really no big entertainment. Sometimes us adults and the kiddos, we like to go to a Dave & Buster's, or the kids like to go to a Funland where there's different activities and stuff where the whole family can get together and have a good time. Stafford County does not have it. You have to go a little bit further out. So it's all depends on your lifestyle and stuff. You might say, hey, that's just not a big deal for me because I'm just one of those bookworms, and I like to stay home all the time and read and do nature walks and stuff. So
coming to you with number 4. Now here's a biggie. Yeah. Keep in mind, number 10's coming up, so hang in there. Number 4, we have YMCAs here. We are big with YMCAs. It's an affordable place where families, indoor swimming, and lifting weights, and running, and soccer fields, and just awesome. So YMCAs here is a great asset to the community, to Stafford County, and offers so much for a little bit of your money.
That's right.
And it's a biggie.
That is a biggie. And the Rouse Center is located in Stafford County.
Oh my, Rouse, Jeff Rouse, Olympic gold medalist? Well, Stafford County, that's where he's from.
Hey, there you go. You got a little history and you didn't even know it.
We have a couple athletes from the Summer Olympics, champions.
Yeah.
Jeff Rouse and I can't think of the other one right now.
It'll come to us, but the Ralph Center actually can hold up to 800 spectators. They've got the indoor swimming pool and just so many different activities for the whole family to enjoy. And it is a big hit in the Stafford County. And I am going, you guess where I'm going with that con? I'm going with the taxes. Taxes versus
I thought I said that was a pro.
You said that was a pro. So Stafford County versus Northern Virginia, and then a con. Stafford County compared to Spotsylvania. So we're starting all the way up north, Washington, D.C., Fairfax, Northern Virginia, Prince William County, and then Stafford. And right below Stafford is Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, King George, Caroline County, and the taxes are just a little bit lower because it's more rural. So if you don't mind commuting a little bit further, or you're just worried about the taxes, they're lower in some of the counties that are south of Spotsylvania.
I'm not so sure I agree with her taking that away. Taxes, Stafford County taxes to me are really, really fair. So
they are fair.
You could drive down to Mississippi and get lower taxes. You know what I mean?
So pro or con, we've got different opinions, different lifestyles, different
experiences.
Number
5 of the pros is Government Island.
Ooh.
It's a pretty cool island here right in North Stafford. and you can access by the water and get a tour out to the island, or take your boat out to the island, and so forth. Okay. And they actually built the Pentagon. I'm pretty sure the stones from this quarry here in Government Island, they used at the Pentagon to, build the structure and so forth. Or it might be the Washington Monument, but I'm getting so old, I can't remember these things.
He's been in Stafford so long, he's just like, was that Stafford County, or where was that?
So Stafford County does border on the Potomac River and the Rappahannock River, and we do have one of the highest elevations here in Stafford County, overlooking the water. And battery, Civil War, not Civil War battery, but a battery there where they had cannons and so forth, and they overlook at the water and protect our waterways. So I'm gonna put this pen down. But anyway, we do have some pretty cool places here of historical significance.
That is true. And Governor's Island, they have a boardwalk there too. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Take the whole family and stuff, or just, hey, take a date there and take some nature walks, pretty cool. So I'm going to piggyback once again on that thought. So number 6, hold your ears, because you know what? I was driving down in Quantico. I was driving in Stafford once, and I heard boom, 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 and I was like, oh my goodness, Doug, what is
Get under the seat.
What is all that noise? We're in like Mountain View area, and Doug let me know, because I'm not from Stafford, but Doug is from Stafford, that what was all that noise you told me?
Wow, Quantico.
And what were they doing?
Live maneuvers. Where it be via airplane, machine guns, whatever the case may be.
I was like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my gosh, I could not, I couldn't take it. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is a con. Just like if you were living in another area and there was a bunch of jets or helicopters flying around.
Like Virginia Beach.
Like Virginia Beach, or, if you're in Spotsylvania, the train goes by a lot. So the train noise.
I think that's cool. I can sleep with the train.
So that would be a pro for him, but we're talking about cons in Stafford County right now, and Quantico, the noise, just because of the bombing and the shootings and the different maneuvers and stuff. If you move too close, you're going to hear it a lot more often than if you're on the other side of Stafford. So for me, that's a con.
Well, can I bounce off that?
Yeah.
Well, the big thing here as a pro is Quantico, Marine Base, FBI, all this people that protect us. And we are the home of the Marines here in Stafford County. We have Quantico Base here that takes up thousands of acres, I believe, thousands of acres.
Yeah.
And you do have disclosures when you buy a new home here. That there will be at times. Barbara says bombing. I say
it's just so loud.
I say maneuvers. There's no more. It's no more than hearing Vulcan, one of our tracks here for mining rocks and so forth. So, like Barbara said, once in a while, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
So anyway, number 6, it would be wineries and. Combination, I'm going to do number 7 too. Wineries and breweries, which are private companies, and they seem to be pretty popular now. You can go to some of these places of the wineries and breweries and have a brewski.
Have a brewski?
And what do they call it?
Or a glass of wine.
Glass of wine or a whiny? I don't know. I just made that up. So anyway.
That's my husband for you.
Nice places to visit, go out and enjoy a fresh glass of wine and a fresh beer. So, go on.
Well, since I am on the con list, as you can see, and he's on the pro list, we're rolling down the list here, and Stafford County, because of all the government, FBI, DEA, military, and we're very transient. We are a heavy commuter town
That's
in
correct.
Stafford.
Yes.
Just a lot of people always in and out. They're traveling down on the VRE, on 95, the express lanes. It's just very heavily commuter. You know, I don't really have a story to tell you about the commuters because I myself, I'm not a commuter, but I do have a lot of friends that do commute, and all the different transportation is all about the lifestyle.
Well, I'll tell you about the commuters. I love them. They're great for the real estate market. They're probably, give you a percentage, 75% of our workforce are commuters heading north to DC, to Arlington. And they support us and give us a great fuel for our real estate market here. So here we are, number 8. Hey, stay tuned. We promise you. We're doing good.
Hey, we're almost
We're doing
there.
good here.
Yeah, we're
Number
almost
10
there.
to me is huge. So number 8.
It's number 8 is one of Doug's
Love it.
favorite
Boating.
pastimes.
Growing up on the river up north and coming down to Stafford 35 to 40 years ago. My goodness.
Where did you boat, Doug?
Potomac River. Actually bought a home, renovated it, an old cottage, and lived on that Potomac River for 12 to 15 years. Enjoyed the boating, the scenery, the beauty of it, oh my goodness, the sunsets and the moon coming up. Well, the moon doesn't rise or set, does it?
So are there some boating ramps, public ones or private ones?
Hey,
are there
folks,
some
we
marines?
have several
Marinas?
marinas that you can launch your boat or keep your boat there, and some restaurants there to enjoy, and the seafood and so forth, and just have a great day on the waterways. So boating, wow, and fishing is awesome. Great rock fishing in the fall. You go out there on that boat and catch some great rockfish. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Gorgeous fish, but they're really big and delicious. So our boating and what, Barbara? Our fishing.
And the fishing, which Doug likes to do too.
Is awesome. It really is.
Goes to the brewskis. Goes has a couple brewskis. I have a couple wines.
You can get on the Potomac River here and head to Annapolis, Maryland, or south to Virginia Beach, on down to South Carolina, and into Florida, right from the Potomac River. And it's a beautiful place to get on and go north to Washington, D.C. by boat. So anyway.
That would be a nice night cruise.
Hey, number 8, boating, fishing. That's awesome.
Yeah. And
Stafford County.
Now I'm going number 8, but I'm going for the con. Remember, I got the cons. How did this work out that I have the con list and he's got the pro list? You know, but
I don't know, because
I don't know, but right now we're talking about the nightlife in Stafford County.
Oh.
You know, we're looking for like a nightclub or a city like.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not from Stafford.
You should call it the sleep club.
I'm not from Stafford. I'm from Philadelphia originally, in the city life, and all you have to do is walk a block and you'll find any kind of entertainment that you're looking for. Stafford County, not so much.
Well, can I share something here?
Yes.
Keep in mind, it's a bedroom community. And the commuting time here to Washington is, a good 90 minutes.
So people go to bed a little bit earlier?
They go to bed early, and they're members of what we love, the 5 a.m. club. They're up and gone. Most people don't even get up. So,
but even though that's a con for Stafford County, in my eyes, you still have access to some nightlife, not too far, downtown Fredericksburg.
Oh, yes. So wonderful.
Or
15 minutes, right?
That's pretty much
That's
it. About 15 minutes. And there's other places as well around that you could, just take an Uber and you can go to DC and be there in an hour, have a great night, and visit all kinds of different things.
So that brings us up to pro number 9. Hey, get that? Pro number 9, golfing.
Oh.
I did pretty good when I never even played a game of golf. Can you believe that? I did good. Here we go again. All right.
I might not have played, but I have in the past.
Have you driving ranges and golf courses? Wow. There's
plenty of those.
Plenty to choose from, and Nice, great ranges and golfing,
beautiful,
golf courses. That
beautiful golf courses.
are real challenge from what I hear, but there's plenty of them. You know, you can just within 5 minutes, wherever you live in Stafford, pretty much, right? 5 minutes, you're at a major golf course of, and we do have private country club golf courses within 10 minutes of Stafford County.
That's right. Or there's a community in Stafford that actually, there's a golf course within your community. So if that's your jive, we can help you find one of those too. So
very high demand community when you have a golf course.
Yeah,
Really
people around here, they love to golf. You know.
Hey, coming up on number 10 here quickly,
Ooh,
which is a pro. I love it.
But we're working on number 9 right now, and we're talking about the con. And, you know, unfortunately, there's just a lot of infrastructure that's going on in Stafford County.
I think that's everywhere.
That it seems like it. We've been driving up and down 95 in different places in Virginia.
To South Carolina.
And it just seemed North
to
Carolina.
Virginia Beach.
Everywhere people are just fixing the roads, and you know, because of the influx of people, just over the years, it is a desirable area. There's a lot of different things to do, as you could see. There's pros and there's cons, and at the end of the day, it all depends on your lifestyle and what you're wanting to do when you're not at work, and how quickly you can get to work, and what kind of taxes you pay, and all that good stuff. But they are working on the infrastructure. They just
millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we're getting a new bridge over the Rappahannock River. Beautiful, beautiful Rappahannock River. And starting up in Fauquier with the Rapidan, coming down to Rappahannock, all the way down through Stafford County, Fredericksburg, King George, out to the bay. That's that beautiful Snake River, the Rappahannock River.
Yeah.
So,
but the bridge that's getting fixed right now is
2 of them.
Is
We're getting two a brand new one.
Chatham Bridge.
We're getting Chatham Bridge is being redone.
Right, that's right.
And we're getting a new Rappahannock Bridge. Connects Stafford to Spotsylvania. So awesome.
So we're working on our infrastructure right now. I put it as a con just because we're having to deal with the traffic and stuff. Later on, it's going to be a pro because it's going to help with the flow of the traffic and everything. So we've got, even though pro number 10 is coming up, I thought we'd end in a positive note, and I'll do con number 10. I was just so excited about Doug's pro coming up here, but I'm going to talk about con number 10, and that is traffic. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, everybody says, oh my goodness, what is that all about? And, you know, my con number 9 was really kind of flows into number 10 because the infrastructure is not all completed yet and stuff. So knowing when to go out and what roads to take, traffic could be a pro, but for the most part on the weekends, the traffic on 95 to get to DC or even to get into Spotsylvania and Fredericksburg, where the shopping and the mall is and some of the entertainment, you may encounter some heavier traffic in the mornings on your way to work, in the evening around rush hour, you know, like in between 3:30 and 6:30, and then on the weekends, and especially on Sunday, because 95, a lot of people from up north like to come down and visit the beaches, either Virginia Beach or North Carolina or even further south. So they're using our I-95 as the throughway, but there are some little places in Stafford. Because Doug grew up in Stafford, I have been amazed at
how we can get around.
How we can get around, even in those times where I'm saying...
Those traffic makers don't know how to do it.
I said, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Like... He takes us off of 95, takes us onto Route 1, and maneuvers himself around some subdivisions to get us on the other side of town, because Route 1...
you can do it.
Route 1 is parallel to 95. So I think it's a con because I'm not from here, once again, and I don't know these little sneaky areas as much as this guy does because he's been here a lot longer.
That's
but
right.
I can maneuver.
Yes, you can.
but just not as many of those
That's right.
sneaky neighborhoods. Because
So you finished with your cons on Stafford County?
yes, that is it for the cons.
I'm a native of Stafford County for 40 years, and she's conning it. What do you think of that? I'm going to give you a bonus.
He's educated me a lot over the years.
I'm
share
giving
that
you a
with
bonus before we get to number 10.
Woo, yeah, bonus.
And that is, you know what? We have bus service, commuter service. We have commuter rail. In Stafford County alone, we have 1, 2, 3 commuter rail stations. I'm talking, that's huge, just in Stafford County.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it, when you get on the train there, you go north, and most of the time you can see the water. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Running parallel to the Potomac River, going north. So that's really a good thing. And so that's the bonus. We can get around that con, traffic, but you know what? I remember a story about someone that came from California and New York and Miami. You know what they said, Barb?
Oh, what did they say, Doug?
And we're talking about traffic, and you go, what traffic? This isn't traffic. At least the traffic's moving.
Yes.
You know, it's moving, and so it's not sitting still. But we do have traffic.
We do.
And but where do you not have traffic?
Yeah. So
You know?
depending upon where you guys are coming from, you might think that our traffic is a breeze because you came from California, Los Angeles, or
That's right.
one of these other big cities. And for us little country folk down here, we're not all that country folk. We got some city stuff in us.
West Virginia,
And a city girl.
city girl, Pennsylvania.
But we've lived all over, not only in,
Lived on an island as well.
yes.
So anyway, number
Hey,
10.
number 10. We're finally
this
there.
is the pro. And I wrote down water access. Water, I love the water. I love
does.
what it does to me. Barbara's an ocean girl. I'm a river guy, but I love getting to the water.
Together we flow.
And so, do we have water? Yes, we do. We have the Rappahannock River, where I mentioned earlier in the video.
Yep.
And you can access the Rappahannock River on both sides. When you go into Fredericksburg or the Stafford side, you can access it. Many points of access, parks on the water, really, really cool, rapids and so forth, kayaking. It's just, you know, really, really nice. Go down to the city dock and you can actually put a boat in deep water and travel out to the mouth of the bay, which is where the Rappahannock River meets the bay and the Potomac River, and you can head south to Virginia Beach or north to where? North to where?
Up there to
Washington.
Washington, D.C.
Or Annapolis. Beautiful, beautiful.
Some more
So
city life.
we have water. We also, I'm going to share this with you. This is exciting. We have what you call Widewater State Park. It's over several hundred acres on the waterfront here in North Stafford.
Pretty cool.
We also have commuter rail from that point in Widewater that'll take you south or north to DC or south to Richmond. But you can bring your family to Widewater. The park there is gorgeous. Spend the day picnicking, swimming, whatever you may like to do, close to marina and so forth. So that's huge.
That is lots of fun.
Several hundred acres of property there that's state owned. So the other one is county park called Aquapo Beach.
Ooh, that
Aquapo
sounds...
Beach is close to Marlboro Point, which is very historical, and Pocahontas and Captain John Smith. That's a story right there on the Potomac River and so forth. So this is a beach you can bring your family to and picnic and swim, and also right next to it, not next to it, but nearby is a marina. Again, I love marinas. And you can get something to eat and put your boat in and take a tour of the waterways.
This is true. And Doug's and myself have taken many clients that have come in from out of town, like yourselves,
Yep.
on a tour around Stafford to let you know of all these little sneaky areas that you would not know unless you reached out to us by giving us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get in touch with us, we've got your back when moving to Stafford County. And
so I want to end this story with this. Barbara's number 10 was a con of traffic. 95 traffic congestion. I kind of took that on the pro and said, hey, we can deal with that. We have ways of dealing with that with commuter rail and all the things, bus service and all this stuff. She's telling me not to. Well, whatever. So anyway, I share with you that Stafford County is an awesome place to live, awesome place for employment, awesome place to raise your family. And number 10, with all that water access and all the amenities that we have and the access points to the river, hey, it's a winner. So number 10 wins out on number 10 of yours.
Okay, I would agree with him. And if you're thinking about moving to Stafford County,
give us a call.
Give us a call.
Reach out to us.
Shoot us an email or a text, however.
Do they have our contact information?
However you like to get in touch with us. We've got your back when moving to Stafford County.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Barbara
Jennings.